Hey, welcome everyone to our YouTube channel. Dr. Harry Benjamin here on this Monday. Every Monday, I've committed this year to give a lesson. This is lesson number 28, I believe it is, and coming from the reflections of the journey of moving from being an employee to then being an entrepreneur and now being in the network marketing space. And the lessons that I've learned over the decades of experience and how some of those mistakes and pitfalls can be avoided. So I'm sharing those so hopefully you'd get some value out of the information that I'm sharing. And what I felt impelled to share today in terms of a lesson is one relating to those of us who are in underdeveloped countries, countries that are still in the process of developing themselves, which really means that the leaders of those countries are in the process of developing themselves. And as a result, the country is reflecting underdevelopment. So when you're in that type of situation, a lot of us as entrepreneurs, when we start making some money, there is the thought that, you know what, I can have my family, my wife, and my children, or if you're a mother, thinking, okay, how can I have my children in a better environment? Can I have my family in a better environment? Because more money becomes available to us, and then there's the thinking of wanting to have more comfort on a physical level, which is fine. So a lot of us feel tempted, let me move my family from, let's use Jamaica to the US so that they can have a better environment to live in, a better place to grow up. Let me move my children from Nigeria to the US to the UK. And a lot of people who start generating money think that way, which is fine. Nothing is wrong with that. Giving your children and your family a better experience than what they are currently dealing with is a good aspiration. But one of the things that you want to do, which is the mistake that we made, is that we moved from Jamaica to Florida in 2003, and we started having expenses for our family in the United States. The plan was that we would develop an income while being there, so that way we would have US dollar income coming from the US rather than taking Jamaican income from Jamaica to pay for US bills. But sometimes those plans don't work as smoothly as it sounds. So looking back, it would have been better if we had stayed in Jamaica, built up our US business, built up the income in the US, get a stable income going in US dollars, and then have a family life based on the income in the United States. Because here's what happens when you're living in Nigeria and you're running your business in Nigeria, you're running your business in Jamaica or Argentina or wherever, and then you move your family to the UK, to Australia, to the US, Canada, your income is still in your local currency. And if your local currency is losing value, which over the last several decades, all the native currencies relative to the US have gradually lost value except for a few. So, which means that you're continuously working harder and harder to be able to pay the same bills because your US dollar, UK pound bills, your Australian dollar bills, your Canadian dollar bills, they're in their currency. They're in that currency for that country. And then if your currency moves from 100 Jamaican dollars to 150 Jamaican dollars to one US dollar, you have to find 50% more money to pay the same bills. And in Nigeria's case, the naira went from, over the last 8 years from 130 naira to one US dollar to now 600 naira to one US dollar. So almost 5 times the amount of money you have to find to support your family if you're not generating an income in those countries that you moved your family to for a better life. Now, ladies and gentlemen, looking back, the lesson is that it's better to stay in your domicile country, build your income in that country that you're planning to go to, develop an income in that country or an income in that currency that is income in that currency, not something in your country that you're linking to the US dollar. Right? I really mean you're generating an income in Canadian dollar, in US dollar, in British pound. Whether it's a job or whether it's a business, most of us as entrepreneurs do not want to go and work for anyone, because those have certain restrictions. You develop an income based on that. Now, gratefully that we also have a platform. If you're interested, we have a very powerful platform that can earn US dollar income from anywhere in the world. It's a digital business. You can run it from any part of the world you are. And it's very liberating. Extreme Effects Global Academy is the platform. and we're going to build it really big all over the world. You could stay in any country. You could be in the middle of the ocean, Republic of Kiribati, even if you do not know where that is. You have people in that set of islands making money in our community. So I don't care where in the world you live. You could be on a vessel in the middle of the ocean. If you have an internet connection, you can earn money through our idea or concepts or platform. Very powerful. So I encourage you, build up your income first, get a solid income in the currency of the country that you're planning to move your family to for a better life before packing up and going there. All right. Don't let the painful experiences of where you are, push you to move your family to somewhere that you do not have an income in that native currency. Because I'm telling you, it will become a much more uncomfortable situation if you end up doing that. Because man, we when the Jamaican dollar started losing value, it put us under so much pressure. And then even though we ended up borrowing more and more money to try to solve that problem, it didn't work. We ended up having to sell our home or business. It was a tough experience, and we went down into a deep financial valley. Network marketing was the stair step that we used to climb out of that hole, got ourselves back on our feet, and now, we're free to be in a global space. And now we're no longer in a physical business where we're attached to one piece of geography. Now we're free to travel the world. But ladies and gentlemen, the transition wasn't easy, and it could have been better if we had done it the way I suggested. So hopefully that piece of advice resonates with someone out there who's an entrepreneur. You're seeking to take your family to more comfort, get the currency going in your portfolio of business in that currency of the country you're planning to put your family or for you to live in, while don't be having your business in Nigeria and Naira and your expenses in Canada and Canadian money. That's trouble. All right, love you all. Bye bye. Next time.